Okay, so I'm recording this video because something odd struck me. Actually, it's been bothering me for a while, but decided to since my car actually has been giving me a lot of problems. I actually had it taken to the shop and called my insurance company. They sent an adjuster over, and the mechanics took a look at the car, so everything was fine. Said there was um, a right dent in the right rail frame um, of the car, and it said that it was from a previous accident. It only had one accident with this car. My brother-in-law actually crashed my car, and it was fixed. I was assured that it was totally fixed, and all of a sudden I'm having these problems when I turn to the right. I make a sharp right. I'm hearing a sort of like a cranking sound. So it has to do with with the with the right rail. The mechanic and the adjuster said that nothing else is wrong with the car. But here's the thing: when I first bought this car, and this is a 2002 Nissan Maxima, the the trunk, um, the thing to open the latch, the trunk latch, and the gas latch was actually on the floor. Um, you can't see this; it's kind of dark, but inside a 2002 Maxima, I think this. When I bought this car, this was probably the car was probably customized because when I first bought this car was super fast. I mean, it sounded. This car flew, and I know this is a fast car. This is GLE. This is a flagship model, but this car was actually the performance in this car was actually magnificent. And I bought this car when I first bought this car. It had, I think, 110,000 miles on it or something like that. And this car is still in excellent condition. But that struck me odd because the the gas and the trunk latch was actually right next to the driver's side on the floor. And maybe I'm wrong, but for some reason I don't think so. All the stuff that I've been going through, the mind control stuff, um, the stuff from my past, it just seems like somebody has been constantly maneuvering my life, the decisions I make in some odd kind of way. And it has come to this now where, it's threatened me about, um, damaging my property and all this kind of stuff. And, this stuff has really gone too far. But I just wanted to I wanted to record this because I believe that maybe someone has switched my car. And it happens. People get their cars switched out all the time. I know, especially with DEA, CIA, FBI, that kind of stuff. They basically hide their informants or their agents' vehicles, and this kind of stuff. So I don't really want to speculate too much, but um, that's just kind of odd to me that that the trunk and the gas latch was actually on the floor um, in this vehicle, and then all of a sudden now the trunk and the gas latch is on the driver's side door, which I believe in the first place is where it's supposed to be. So when I first bought this car, I was hypnotized basically on mind control to buy this car. This was a customized job, and somewhere along the line they switched the car. So I don't know, whatever the story is, I don't know. I'm just telling you what I remember. But I specifically remember that the latch on this car was on the bottom, on the floor, on the driver's side seat, along with like most other cars. And this is kind of odd. I had loaned this car to a lady to drive to Pittsburgh to pick up her daughter, a lady I was dating about almost 2 years back. And I remember after she returned the car, I went out one night and I parked my car. And when I came back, my car was parked in a different parking space. And that was odd. So I just want to bring this to record this just in case I forget, because I'm having like a lot of issues with short-term memory right now. So, but that is very, very odd that this car, it's a 2002 Maxima. You know that the now it's just odd. It's just very, very odd, very odd to me that this car was totally fixed. I had uh, damage on the actually on the passenger side, and I was told that the car was completely fixed. And now I'm having all of a sudden now I'm having these issues when I turn to the right. I make a hard right. I'm hearing this cranking sound, and I've never heard that sound, even after the accident, until maybe about, I would say it's been going on for about a month now. And someone vandalized my car, and they stole the emblem on the middle of the alloy wheel. So I don't know. I know that that these are marks. When someone is marking someone for perhaps in an assassination attempt or something like that, and they want to recognize the vehicle, that they'll remove certain parts of the vehicle, so that the vehicle is recognizable. That way they can track me, without having a tracking device, by looking at the wheel to see the emblem is missing, and that's how they know. Also, in my apartment on the walkway, someone has dropped these little black, it looked like oil or something like that, but I doubt it, because it's in spots, it's in blotches in the walkway, and it's only next to, going to my apartment. So that's also kind of odd. But like I said, I just want to bring that to the attention of folks. So I may post this video, I may not, but we'll see. In the meantime, like I said, that's very, very odd. Oh, I'm also taking the car back to. I had nationwide insurance when this car was wrecked. Not really wrecked, but had front end damage basically. And at a place called Coffee's Body Shop on Wilkinson Road. So hopefully, I'm hoping that they took pictures. If not, whatever. But then again, they can take pictures and stuff and say, say this is your car and blah blah blah, whatever. But whatever. So like I said, that's kind of strange, and I just wanted to bring that to folks' attention. Because I've also noticed a lot of leather damage in my car, which when I bought this car, the leather wasn't damaged at all, basically. And now I know that wear and tear, but I drive alone in this car. I really have other people in this car, so that's like I said, that's kind of odd. And hopefully this someone will get a handle on this, for those folks who are listening, and maybe they can do something about this, because this is very, very, very odd to me. Very, very odd.